Spend time thinking what would genuinely make you happy. Hello, all you beautiful souls out there in my social media family. How are you doing today? My name's Chris, and I'm here to help you find your happiness. In today's video, we're going to be discussing thinking about what would genuinely make you happy rather than thinking about all of the things that make you unhappy. Now, I'm sure at some point or another in your lifetime, you have heard about the law of attraction or the secret or the law of vibration. Whatever it is that you have an understanding of the law of attraction, one of the things that is very important to know is that like attracts like. So therefore, what we are putting out is what we're going to get back. So rather than thinking about all of the things that make you unhappy, because when you do that, that is what you're going to be attracting more and more of. And I can tell you right now that I am just as guilty of doing that as anybody else is. I know in my past, that was one of the hardest things for me to get away from, was thinking about all of the things that people were doing, that situations were going on that really truly made me unhappy. And so when that was happening, the more that I kept thinking about the things that made me unhappy, the more that I was attracting the exact same thing. So how did I get out of that? Well, I wanted to not feel that way, first of all, and I'm sure that none of us want to feel that way. So realizing that it's a choice that you have to make to get away from that thinking is the very first thing that you have to do, is make that choice to stop thinking about those things that make you not feel good. The second is realizing that the more that you think about those things, the more that you're going to attract. Third is realizing that you can change your external world by what you're thinking inside. And that was probably one of the biggest epiphanies that I had, because I was at a point where I really had given up on everything. And so for about 2.5 years, the only thing that ran through my mind was all the BS that had recently happened and all the traumatic experiences that I'd gone through throughout my life. And it just caused me to go into this downward spiral that was very, very difficult to get out of. And the way that I was finally able to get out of it is, like I said earlier, was I made the choice that I didn't want to feel that way anymore. Most of all, I believed that it was as simple as a choice. So now that I had made that choice, I was able to really be conscious of the things that were going through my mind. And when they came up, I literally, at times, I would sit there and be like, okay, stop thinking. I would literally say that out loud. And the best way that I can get you to understand a good way to stop thinking those things over and over and over again is to realize that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So therefore, we can choose to experience anything that's going on in the manner of which we want to. So why not choose to experience things in a happy manner? Why not choose to think about all of those things that make you happy rather than all of those things that make you unhappy? And that is also another tip that I can give you, is when you do start to come up with things that make you unhappy, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, realize that it's just a thought, it's not something that's really happening, even though your subconscious doesn't know the difference. That's why it's so important, okay? So if you're not aware of that, when you start to think of bad things, your subconscious does not realize the difference of whether it's happening right now or that it's just a thought. So when you start thinking all those negative things, your subconscious is thinking, oh my God, it's happening again. So that's why it's very important to take a deep breath, stop the momentum of those things happening, of those thoughts going through your head. And what I would do in the past is I would replace those negative thoughts with a good one. So whether it be about that person, about that situation, I would go through my mind and all the, like that Rolodex of thoughts, and I would literally just kind of imagine me taking that one negative one out and grabbing and writing another one and replacing that one in there where that negative thought used to be. And that was an exercise that worked very well for me, so that those negative things that kept coming in my mind were less and less and less, to now it's a point where when things do come up, I mean, it's a split second that I can, rearrange my thoughts inside my head so that it doesn't gain any momentum. So that is one of the things that I really want to encourage you to start doing, is start thinking about when all of those things that make you happy, more so in the instances where you are starting to, I want you to catch yourself during those times where you're starting to think about to make you unhappy, and try to just shift that momentum so that you can start thinking about all of the things that really make you happy. And then that's when the magic starts. That's when you will see that things in your external world will start to change to reflect your inner world. And I can tell you that that's exactly what's happened for me. So it's not something that I'm just telling you as woo-woo stuff or things that I think can happen for you. I guarantee you that if you start doing these things, that it will happen for you, just like it did for me. All right, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. And please, please, please share this video with somebody who you think might benefit from it, because we never know when the right words from the right person will hit somebody at the right time and help them find their happiness. Until next time, I'm sending you all much love. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Namaste.